Hello, welcome back to another one of my videos. I'm Crazy Boy. Today's video title is going to be called New Candle. Mainly because this was a spellcraft that I hadn't really come up with anything new for it yet. But this past week, I stumbled upon something and it actually turned out pretty good. So I'm going to share it with y'all. So this is the thing. Figure candles. Figure candles are great to use, especially, you know, I've done a recent video on them. But the only problem I found, and I actually had someone that actually complained a little bit about them, was that when they burn, they spill everywhere. So my recommendation is, if you're going to be using figure candles to burn, I would recommend that you put them in a very deep dish or a cake pan you're not going to use anymore, or even your cauldron. The cauldron also is a good idea, especially because it's circular. It would probably be more easier to pull out the wax and, you know, discard the wax, you know, however appropriately the spellcraft asks, whether burying it or putting it in a river or anything like that. So that's the advice I give for that. But for me, I was like, I didn't want to go through that hassle. So what I did was, there are 7-day candles that actually you can pull out the wax and you're left with just the empty glass cylinder. What I thought of doing was actually putting a figure candle inside the empty glass and see how that would work out. So I did it. I tried it for a couple of spells and it burned okay, but again, it burned unevenly. You know, some parts melted, some parts didn't, and the flame got really high. And yeah, it really didn't work out very well. Sometimes the flame would be so high it would crack the glass, and yeah, that's a really bad fire hazard. So it wasn't a good idea. So I kind of put that on the back burner, you know, for a little while, and until recently I actually went to this store. It was called Earth Trading Company or something, and it was a store that's in downtown. So it was like they had a lot of souvenir stuff, and what they had there was it was like a bowl, and in the bowl it had sand and seashells, and on the top part of the bowl was this clear blue liquid. And I was like, oh, it's a globe or something. When I went to go look at it, it didn't shake, it didn't move or anything, and I looked and there was a wick in it. And I was thinking, wait a minute. I was all like, the wheels in my head were turning, in my witchy head, they were turning. I was like, I wonder if I can get this wax. So I went to my local Hobby Lobby, which is like a craft store, and I went in there and I asked, hey, do y'all carry clear liquid? And they said, oh yeah, we do. So they took me to the candle aisle where you make candles and stuff like that, and I got some wax, and so I did some experimenting, and this is my first that I ever made, so y'all are gonna get to see it firsthand. This is the new candle. It is of course the 7-day glass with a figure candle inside it and filled up with clear wax. Now of course I dyed the wax. I tried to get the color of honey, but it came out yellow, but that's okay. It's my first candle. You know, it's alright. It doesn't have to be perfect. The other thing I also did was I wanted to have this candle is also to my Elegua. It's like a little offering I'm gonna do for him. It's something new, so you know, I hope he'll like it. I tried to do something like maybe his head, but I couldn't find anything, so I just got like a pyramid candle. They sell them at my Botanica, and then I got 3 seashells and I stuck them onto the wax, and also I used mustard seeds and I stuck them to the wax as well. And what I did was I got the figure candle and I put it in the oven to soften up the outer coating, and then I just stuck everything on it and it pretty much stayed. The only thing is, in the back you can kind of see where I poured the wax, it melted some of it off and swept up some of the seeds, but still it kind of makes like a cool little effect of the seeds floating. So it's really cool. And let me show y'all the lid. And to me, I just love it because look how it glows. You can actually see the wax, you know, inside. You can see the candle, the seeds and the figure candle in there. And I really think it's gonna burn really evenly. I also put in coconut oil, because with Santeria and coconut, they really go hand in hand. So I want that smell to be, you know, coming off of the candle. So I put a little bit of that. The only thing is, though, it did sweat a little bit. I think I put too much oil. Or maybe this candle, maybe, you know, this type of wax, maybe you can't add oil to it. But yeah, it burns great. It burns very clear. I'm just very proud. I'm very happy that it actually worked out for me. The other thing is also the creativity. you can really put anything in here. You can get a green, you know, figure candle of a woman, and, you know, design the swirl, and, you know, and put it inside there, and then fill it up with blue clear wax. You know, I use food coloring just to dye the wax. And you can really just get creative. You can put like a figure candle of a cat. You can do the 7 knob. I mean, really, you can really do anything. You can even put like just a regular pillar one, which that's going to be the next one, which I'll also show in the video. I would like to do like a layered one of the pillar inside one of these. I think it would look really, really beautiful. So yeah, so thank y'all for watching, and I hope that y'all take this idea and run with it and do something different with it. So thank y'all for watching, and blessed be.